you're planning to apply for a German study visa anytime soon, listen carefully. The system has changed, okay? The old system is long gone, and the new system can frustrate you if you do not know what to do. Now, let me break it down for you so you don't make some costly mistakes. Let's get right into it. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aine, and if it's your first time here, thank you for clicking. On this channel, I share all things immigration, career advancement, job opportunities. If you want to move abroad, if you want to get remote jobs, or you just want to follow me on my journey generally, then this is the channel you need to be subscribed to this year. Okay, click the subscribe button and join this amazing community. I will be posting a video every week, so you do not want to miss anyone. Now, in this video, I'm going to be breaking it down for you step by step. I'm going to take you through the portal, show you every step that is required so that you have a first-hand experience going through the process. And when you're doing it yourself, you won't make costly mistakes. If you know anything about the German visa application process, especially if you're applying from Nigeria, for example, then you know that it can be a lot because the wait times can be very long. About 6 to 8 months ago, wait time was over a year. Right now, as I speak to you, wait time can be as long as even 2 years. So it's actually a very tough system. January of this year, the German government announced that they're going to be changing the application process for these visas, okay, for visa application. Now, before now, when you want to apply, let's say from Nigeria, you could book an appointment way in advance. Considering the wait time maybe of 1 year or 2 years, what most people do, what most students do is they book an appointment before they actually apply for their admission, okay, because they know that admissions will probably come within 6 weeks. And if you don't have a visa date by then you're going to lose that opportunity. So most people apply for appointments, okay? And then while they are waiting, they are applying for admissions. And so when they are given an appointment date, it's easy to just take your admission letter and get right into applying. However, that system has changed because right now, when you want to apply for a study visa to Germany from wherever you are, this video applies to anyone applying for a German study visa. You will no longer be required to book a date, okay, and then wait before you actually go to the embassy with your documents. Now, the new process involves you opening an account with the Consular Service Portal, also known as the Ausland Portal. After doing this, you will be required to fill some forms, okay? And then the VFS will go through the documents which you have uploaded. Mind you, all documents required for your visa application, which involves your admission letter, your proof of funds, your passport, basically every document that you would usually have to take physically for your interview, you would be uploading them on this portal. Now, they will go through your documents, and if there are discrepancies or inaccuracies, they would respond to you via the same platform and inform you to make corrections. Now, as soon as your documents are up to par, they would now send you a link through which you can book an appointment. So before you're able to upload and submit your application, that is the preliminary assessment application, you would need to pay the VFS fees. I wouldn't be able to say what it is because I guess it varies according to currency and location. So now I'm going to be taking you guys through the process on my laptop so you can see what it's like so that you have a very clear idea of what is required now. It says important updates for national visa applications for long-term study purposes. Starting from April 1st, 2025, applicants for long-term study purposes will have the option to upload their documents through the Ausland portal. That is the Consular Service Portal before booking an appointment. So if you're going for studies, school education, student exchange, or even an intensive language course, this applies to you. We would like to inform you that the Embassy of Germany will be changing the procedure for all types of student visa applications. From now on, applications must be submitted through the Ausland portal system as follows. Number 1, create a profile via the website. Number 2, fill in the applicant's visa information, which is your information. Upload all required documents completely. Okay, pay the visa fee as instructed. Wait for the officers to review your documents, which is basically the preliminary review, which I talked about before. And if the information is complete and correct, the officer will send you an appointment link directly to the applicant via the email address provided in the account. So we're going to click on this link. All right. Now, you need to first of all check which category you belong to. Do you want to apply for a passport or a visa? If you want to apply for a visa, I guess you click on visa. Okay. Find out more. So you want to scroll down and look for the category that applies to you specifically. Study purposes and seeking university place. I think this is more in line with what we want to do. So we're going to click find out more. Okay. And then we scroll down. Okay. Now you can see that you can filter by the country where you reside. So we're going to type Nigeria here. Okay. Okay. Now it's very clear that you have categorized all states in Nigeria into 2 categories. So this defines where you can apply based on where you live in Nigeria. So if you live in Abuja, Niger State, Kwara, Kogi, Nasarawa, Benue, Taraba, all the states listed here, then it means that you are under the Abuja jurisdiction. But if you live in Abia, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, and if you live in Lagos, you of course fall under the Lagos jurisdiction. So you want to click now. If you live in any of these cities or states that are listed in Abuja category, it means that you cannot yet apply online. Okay, so I'm just going to click on Lagos and then we're going to go. So I consent to the processing and then I confirm. Now at this point, you want to type in your email address. So now that we're in, just skip the tour and go right into it. So now you can see here, this is what the portal looks like, okay? The first stage is that you need to fill your entry form. So you fill out the form and then you go to the Videx. This is the Videx, which is your main application. It's like the main application form. Everything you need for your application is right here. So you can upload your documents, fill in the forms, put in your details, and then submit online before your actual interview date. So let's start from here. It says your entry form. So we're going to click here to fill the form out. Visa to complete a degree program to look for university place and all of that. So now you want to see, okay, you would like to study in Germany. Have you already been admitted to a degree at a German university? Then you can click yes. Okay, you click yes. I'm assuming at this point you already have your admission letter. Okay, so you click yes. Now you go on and then it says, do you have a degree from a German school abroad or higher education entrance qualification or entrance qualification for universities of applied sciences obtained in Germany, which qualifies you for higher education? And if your answer is no, I believe if you're applying for Nigeria, you can click no, which means that no, I have another qualification that qualifies me, and then you can go on. Okay, now it says, are you allowed to start studying straight away once you have been admitted? Most students who apply for masters will be required to start their studies right away, especially if there is no language requirement, that is no German language requirement. Now, there's a German language requirement, meaning that maybe you have to take a German language course before your program. Then you have to click no. And also, if you applied for a bachelor's and you don't already have A levels before applying, you would also need to start with some sort of preparatory course. And so your answer would be no here. However, if you've applied for a master's, for an English taught master's precisely, and there is no other attachment to your application, you have an unconditional offer, you then need to click yes. Okay, now it says, what kind of degree program is it? I have been admitted to a full-time degree and can start right away. So we're going to click the first one. Okay, now you can read this. If it applies to you, then you can select. It says, I have been admitted to a part-time degree and can start right away. It says, I have been admitted to a full-time degree and can basically start right away. Admission is subject to a condition that is not preparatory program. Okay, now it says, in order to obtain doctoral degree of PhD, you must conduct blah blah blah. Is it a doctorate? Nope. Okay. Language. Do you have level B2 German language? If you do have, of course, click yes. But if you do not have, please click no, because you're going to be asked to upload the documents eventually. How would you provide proof of language? Skill. My skills were tested by the university. If the university waived English language for you and then gave you admission, probably you're from a country that is exempt from providing an English language for certification, then you click yes. And then if the others apply to you, you can click them. Now, livelihood. Do you have a German or a European scholarship that covers all part of your living expenses? If the answer is yes, click yes. If it's no, and if you are funding your own studies, meaning you have a block account or you have a sponsor, then you want to click yes. Of course, a private sponsor. Okay. Then it says, how will you secure your livelihood during the first year? Oh, it says, I'll secure my livelihood through blocked account, declaration of commitment. I would click this. I think we'll click this one. it is more, because this is if you have a blocked account, if you have a sponsor, or you have other funding programs or similar support. All right. Now for the fees, it says, do you have to pay tuition fees? If your university does not require tuition fee payment, then you can click no, which is the case for most German public universities. But if you have applied and gotten admission in a private university, you're most likely going to be required to pay some sort of tuition fee. Okay. Now, if you are required, which is mostly the case for public schools, to pay semester fees, then this does not count as tuition fees. Okay, semester fees is just as good as saying you're just contributing during your semester, but it's not an actual tuition fee. So you have to click no here. Now, APS, I think this is mainly for China, India, and Vietnam. So no. Legal age. Are you of legal age? If you are above 18, you can click yes. And if you're not, you click no. Now it says you have successfully completed this form, and now I want to go to the next stage. So we've completed the first stage. Now we're going to go to the next stage. Okay, personal details. You want to click here, and then you go to the form. It's a lot of forms to fill, but I mean, I feel like it's so much easier than having to take all of these things to the embassy physically. Information where applicable. So we're going to save. Go back to the review, and this will show us the other forms that need to be filled. Okay, back to overview. Okay, so guys, all you simply need to do is come here. Okay, you can click on go to form, then you come to contact data, go to form to fill everything, identification papers, fill everything, national travel data, fill everything, reference, fill everything, means of support, and fill everything. Okay, once you're done filling it, you can now proceed to the document section where you will be asked to upload your documents. So here you have your passports, we have your school reports, we have school living certificate, recognition of school living certificate, proof of admission to a full-time degree, okay, intention to study, which is basically your statement of purpose or explanation letter, CV, birth certificate, proof of secure livelihood, which is your proof of funds. So here you have your blocked account or your declaration of commitment to see if you have a sponsor. And if you have a German company or a funding program that is sponsoring you, you need to also put a proof there. Then other optional documents, we have residence permits in the country of application. So if you are not a resident or a citizen of Nigeria and you happen to be applying from Nigeria, then you will need to show that you are legally allowed to live and reside in Nigeria. Proof of health insurance, this could basically be any travel insurance, so specifically Schengen for the Schengen region. It could be 6 months, it could be 1 year. It doesn't have to be anything complex. Something that takes you, that can cover you well in Germany for at least 3 months, but make sure that it has a value of at least 30,000 euros because that is what is acceptable. Approval, pre-approval from foreign authority. If you need this, I doubt people would need this. Then it says other documents. If you have anything else you want to upload, you can upload it here. Now, once you fill all of these sections, all you simply need to do is you submit. You will definitely see a submit button. Now, when you do that, you will be redirected to the VFS portal where you have to pay the application fee, which is the VFS application fee. Mind you, this is not the visa application fee. Okay, this is paid to the VFS office. So when you do make the payment, you can now download the receipt and come back to upload it here. Right now, you're seeing that it's just 9 documents, but when you have paid for your VFS, there would be room for you to upload a 10th document here. So when you do that, you will then see a link right here where you can book an appointment and then apply. Okay, now you can see here it says the German mission is currently very busy and estimated wait time is about a year, over a year. That's crazy. But yeah, this is the process. So all you just need to do is submit these things and then you wait. As simple as that. Okay, guys. I really hope that this video was helpful. I hope that I was able to break it down into small pieces that is easy to understand. But if you have any questions about this video, about how to apply for your German visa, I would say you should leave your questions in the comment section. Okay, and as much as I can, I will definitely see that I answer your questions. And if you require one-on-one consultation with me, feel free to use the links in the description and you can book a session with me. And if you would like assistance, that's professional assistance, with your study abroad journey, be it in the UK, Ireland, Australia, even Germany, then you should contact Oceanhead Study Abroad. I will be leaving their links in the description. Ocean Study Abroad is a company I hold dear to my heart, and they definitely can help you to process your study to the country of your choice. Okay, so all you have to do is use the links in the description box, and you will be able to speak to them, and you will get the help that you so desire. So, guys, on to my next video. Stay blessed and stay kind. Bye.